Hey YouTube, just finished the first chapter of Book 1, Chapter 5 overall in The Crippled God. A short chapter from Erickson's standard, but a really beefy one as far as importance to the plot overall. We start off with Karkanos and seeing where everything is shaking out there, and basically the coronation of two queens. Jan is now the queen of the shore. We knew that already, but it's like officially stated now. Although there's some sort of question if she's going to, what do they say, surrender to the shore. Not sure what that means. I would predict that probably means that like she needs to sacrifice herself upon the bones to sort of bring the power of the ancestors or the rest of the Sheikh, or to do something. So I would be looking in the coming chapters of this book, her having to give sort of an ultimate sacrifice potentially sometime on the shore for them to survive. And now we have Queen Sandalath, who is apparently taking over the mantle as Queen of Karkanos, very unwillingly. There's a mention here that the Tisti Andi will return to Karkanos now that Mother Dark is back. I think that will be very interesting to see, and especially if Namander is going to come and be king here. Are they going to rule together? I would guess yes, and that would be a very important part of his journey as we've seen him sort of grow into the new but lesser Anomander Rake. I think it'd be very interesting for him to come and try to rule, and these two characters to come together because they are opposites in so many ways. The big reveal here, though, is finally getting the perspective of the Forkrul Assail, and I actually called it a few vlogs ago, which I'm pretty happy about, that their main mission is to rid the world of humanity and their destructive power on the world, and especially the natural world. Sounds like they're going to do that by the spilling of blood, opening the gate to their warren, which will bring in a storm, which will destroy all humanity. And they're going to use the heart of the crippled god, his blood, to unleash this. So it's very interesting. The crippled god, it seems in this book, is not going to be a main antagonist, but more like his power is going to be the antagonist, because whoever gains that power is going to wreak havoc upon humanity as a whole. And I think this is a very interesting idea, because we as humans are going to want to root for humanity, and yet also we kind of see their point, because humanity has wrought destruction wherever they have gone. So especially in this fantastical world where, you know, humans aren't the only like higher intelligent species, it's a very interesting philosophical question. Should we actually root for the humans to survive in this world or not? Wouldn't it not be better if the Emas or the Jagat or the K'chain Shamal survive? I don't think that's necessarily true, but I think it's a very interesting philosophical question that you have to ask in this. I can't believe I didn't put together earlier that Kalan's, this area, there's a huge crater, so of course that's where part of the crippled god fell when he fell to earth, when he was summoned by these summoners. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like I should have gotten that before. We also get this, as all of these races have been, there's tension in different factions, and Calm, who we've seen before, who I thought was going to be kind of the big people who were in charge of Forkrul, is actually part of, it seems, a faction that is trying to gain power, and we actually get to see into the mind of who now leads the Forkrul Assail. Her name escapes me. Reverence. I like that the Forkrul Assail all have kind of like a Pilgrim's Progress. That's an allegory where everyone is named like Christian and suffering or whatever. Forkrul Assail are kind of like that. They all have like calm or forbearance or reverence, all these names that are attributes and virtues. And we hear very clearly that Ganos Perrin is there with some host, and they have had unexpected victories. So again, to quote Gandalf, I guess, the pieces are moved, the board is set, the pieces are moving. We're kind of seeing where everyone's going to be. The Bone Hunters are coming from the west. They're going to meet Calm and whatever armies are there on the borderlands. Ganos Perrin is leading some kind of host that used to be Malazans, but now aren't really functioning under those orders anymore. They have taken some stronghold and are also battling Forkrul Assail, and it's all the Forkrul Assail are just trying to buy time until they can open this gateway, which will bring an end to humanity. So stakes are huge. This makes a lot of sense. And then we hear it sounds like the Parish Grey Swords, their ships are coming into harbor. Although I guess now that I say that doesn't really make sense because the Parish are with the Bone Hunters now. But I guess some of their fleet did continue on, if I remember right. So it's not the main army, so I think they will probably die pretty quickly, it sounds like, to the Forkrul Assail, unfortunately. Final scene is the Snake is reborn. This group of children led by Badel is leaving Icarius. I know that the Snake is going to be really important, but I'm just not super drawn to this story like the others. We'll see if that changes. Great chapter. Still no parlay. I'm hoping in the next chapter that's what we'll see, but Erickson maybe will draw us out a little bit more. So here we go. First in, last out.